Good morning, dear students. أسعد الله صباحكم بالخير. Today we will continue our lectures. This is week 5, lecture 1. Look here, today we are going to talk about two famous persons. Okay, yeah, one of them is painter, the other is writer. Okay, I think all of you heard about Pablo Picasso. Okay, who is Pablo Picasso? He is a painter or a writer. He's a painter. He's a painter and he's a famous painter in the world. He's a famous painter in the world. Okay? Now, look here. Who are or were the most famous painters and writers in our country? In our country, who are famous? Can you tell me famous painters or famous writers? Famous writers, we have Samih Al-Qasim, we have Mahmoud Darwish, we have a lot. Painters, we have Khalid Hassan, we have Salman, we have a lot of people who are famous in painting and in writing, but some of you may not know them. Okay, let's continue now. You are going to read about the lives of Pablo Picasso and Ernest Hemingway. Discuss these questions. Why are they famous؟ ليش هم كانوا إيش مشهورين؟ Why are they famous? Okay, Picasso was famous because of his paintings. Okay, yeah, Heming was famous because of his writing. He wrote something which is very important. We will read about them. طيب, what nationality were they? شو جنسيته عندهم? Which century were they born in? أي قرن ولدوا? Do you know the names of any of their works? تعرف بعض أعمالهم? Do you know anything about their lives? تعرف أي شيء له علاقة إيش بحياتهم? Let's see here. His early life. Let's start with Pablo Picasso. On 25th October 1881, a baby boy was born in Malaga. Where is Malaga? It's in Spain. It was a difficult birth, and to help him breathe, cigar smoke was blown into his nose. يعني كانت ولادته صعبة مشان يخلوه يعيش، نفخوا نفس من الدخان وين في الأنف تبعه. This baby grew up to be one of the 20th century greatest painters. Do you see here? 20th century. Okay, to be one of the 20th century's greatest painter, Pablo Picasso. Picasso showed his genius, عبقرية, from a very young age. His first word was lapis. His first word was lapis. باللغة الإسبانية هي مقصود فيها كلمة إيش؟ pencil. And he could draw before he could talk. Okay? يعني كان بمقدوره كان يرسم قبل ما يستطيع إيش؟ إنه يحكي. He was the only son in the family. الطفل الوحيد بالعائلة. So he was thoroughly spoiled. thoroughly إيش؟ spoiled. يعني بما أنه الطفل الوحيد لازم يكون مدلع، ولما بيكون مدلع يعني إيه بطريقة هذه كأنهم أفسدوه. spoiled تم إفساده يعني بالدلع. Okay. He hated school and often refused to go unless he was allowed to take one of his father's pigeons with him. بشروع على المدرسة كان يشترط بشروع على المدرسة يعطوه حمام من الحمامات الخاصة إيش بولده. Apart from pigeons, his great love was art. When in 1891 his father got a job as an art teacher. You see here, his father was an art teacher. Pablo went with him to work and watched him paint. Sometimes he was allowed to help. Okay, just to continue. Okay, yeah, sometimes he was allowed to help. One evening, his father was, okay, one evening, his father was painting a picture of the pigeon when he had leave the room. When he returned, Pablo had completed the picture. It was so beautiful and lifelike that he gave his son his palette okay palette is رسم يعني اللوحة and brushes والفرشاة and never painted again ولم يرسم مرة إيش أخرى. Pablo was just 13 at that time. Pablo was 13. His lifestyle, his life as an artist, his genius as an artist was soon recognized by many people, but others were shocked by his strange and powerful painting. He is probably best known of his cubist pictures. His portraits of people were often made up of triangles and squares. دائما كان البورتريت تبعه كان عبارة عن triangles مثلثات وإيش مربعات with their features in the wrong places. One of his most famous portraits was of the American writer Gertrude Stein, who he met after he had moved to Paris in 1904. His work changed ideas about art around the world, and to millions of people, modern art means the work of Picasso, Guernica, below, which is painted in 1937, أول رسمة له. Record the bombing of that small Pasque town during the Spanish Civil War, حرب الأهلية الإسبانية, and it's undoubtedly one of the masterpieces of modern painting. His final years, السنوات الأخيرة, Picasso married twice and also had many mistresses. He had 4 children. The last, Paloma, was born in 1949 when he was 68 years old. At the age of 90, he was honored by an exhibition in the Louvre in Paris. He was the first living artist to be shown there. Picasso created over 6,000 painting drawings and sculptures. Today, Picasso cost millions of pounds. Once, when the French Minister of Culture was visiting Picasso, the artist accidentally spilled some paint on the minister's trousers. Picasso apologized and wanted to pay for them to be cleaned, but the minister said, "No, please, monsieur Picasso, just sign my trouser." Picasso died of heart failure كان عنده مشكلة بالقلب during an attack of influenza in 1973. 1973. This is a painting of Picasso. هذا رسم لبيكاسو. The sentences below appear in the text. Try to guess which sentence go with man, with Picasso, or with what? With Hemingway. احنا قرأنا عن بيكاسو، نروح نقرأ عن هيمنغواي، بعدين نرجع نحل هذا الاكتيفيتي. Hemingway and war. Hemingway was fascinated by war. He had wanted to become a soldier but couldn't because he had poor eyesight. Instead, in the First World War, he became an ambulance driver. You see, ambulance driver. And sent to Italy, where he was wounded in 1918. After the war, he went to live in Paris, where he was encouraged in his work by the American writer Gertrude Stein. You see, Picasso and Heming, they met whom? Gertrude Stein. In the 1930s, he became a war correspondent in the Spanish Civil War and World War II. Many of his books were about war. His most successful books, For Whom the Bell Tolls, was written in 1940 and is about the Spanish Civil War. Another novel, A Farewell to Arms, is about the futility of war. His personal life, Hemingway's success in writing was not mirrored by similar success in his personal life. He married 4 times. His first wife divorced him in 1927. He immediately married again and moved to Key West, Florida, where he enjoyed hunting, fishing, and drinking, but he also suffered from depression. This wasn't helped when in 1928 his father committed suicide. انتحار. Hemingway's health was not good and he had many accidents. 2 more marriages failed and he began drinking heavily. In 1954, he survived 2 plane crashes. In October of the same year, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature, but he was too ill to receive it in person. His final years were taken up with health problems and alcohol. He began to lose his memory and he couldn't write anymore. On Sunday, 2nd July 1961, Hemingway killed himself with a short gun, just as his father had done before. قتل نفسه انتحر. Okay, this is a short information about his life. حكينا عن different things about him. Although shared information about his life. Hemingway was one of the greatest American writers of the 20th century. You see that Picasso and Heming in the 20th century. In the 20th century, he was born in 21st of July 1899 in Oak Park, Illinois, the second of 6 children. الابن الثاني من خلال 6 أطفال. His family was strict and very religious. عيلته كانت متشددة ومتزمتة دينيا. His father taught his children a love of nature, حب الطبيعة, and the outdoor life, الحياة الخارجية. Ernest caught his first fish at the age of 3. كان اصطاد كرة من 3 سنوات. And he was given a shotgun of his 12th birthday. أعطاه بارودة كهدية عيد ميلاده. His mother taught him a love of music and art. أمه علمته حب الموسيقى والفن. At school he was good at English and wrote for the school newspaper. He graduated in 1917, but he didn't go to college. He went to Kansas City and he worked as a journalist, اشتغل صحفي, for the Star newspaper. He learned a lot but left after only 6 months to go. Okay. Let's go back. هنرجع هسه. Okay. نرجع للعبارات هذولا. Okay. These sentences below appear in the text. Try to guess which sentence go to with which man. Write P for Picasso. Okay. Write P for Picasso. Yes. Okay. P for Picasso and H for Hemingway and H for Hemingway. Okay. Let's start on his first word was lapis, Spanish for pencil. Okay. This is what? Okay. Okay. This is what? Picasso. Okay. This is what? Picasso. He had wanted to become a soldier, but couldn't because he had poor eyesight. Who's this? This is Hemingway. Okay. His portraits of people were often made up of triangles and squares. This is Pablo Picasso. Okay. In the 1930s, he became a war correspondent in the Spanish Civil War and World War II. Okay. Hemingway. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature, برضه Hemingway. At the age of 90, he was honored by an exhibition in the Louvre, Paris. This is Pablo Picasso. You see, it's not difficult to identify the sentence. Okay, let's move to next activity. ندخل على الactivity اللي بعدها. طبعا these are questions about them. هذول أسئلة شايفينهم، أسئلة لهم علاقة بالتكست، شايفينهم هذا حليناهم. Where and when was he born? When and how did he die? واضحين بالتكست. Did he have a happy family life? كانت حياته سعيدة ولا لا؟ طبعا لما نحكي عن بيكاسو yes، لما نحكي عن Hemingway no. How did his parents play a part in his career? What do you think were the most important events in his life? كل هذول الأسئلة إجاباتها موجودة بالتكست، وفي عندنا هذول الأرقام، كل رقم منهم على شو بعود. أوكي، طيب نيجي للجرامر سبوت. What tenses are these verbs? Granca was painted by Pablo. هذا شو التنس الموجود عندنا هنا؟ هاي في عندنا was painted past passive. طيب a farewell to arms and for whom the pillow were written by برضو عندنا ايش؟ past passive. past ايش passive. طيب find more example in the text and underline. دي بدنا نوجد أمثلة كثير بالتكست زي هيك ونحط تحتهم ايش احنا؟ خط. اوكي. Never mind. واضحين جدا. Complete the sentence with the auxiliary was, were or had. بدي احط انا هنا اما was او بدي احط were او بدي احط ايش؟ had. Pablo's father left the room when he returned. Pablo was completed ولا were completed ولا had completed. Which one I have to put? Okay, which one I have to put? had completed. طيب Picasso given his father playtime. Okay, حط هنا ايش؟ was given تم اعطائه، يعني الشخص اعطاه اياها. Okay, طيب both Hemingway and Picasso were living in Paris when they met Gertrude Stein. Both men, okay, both men were honored. يعني تم تكريمهم. Okay. Let's move to something. Okay, here. Listening and paintings. Work in groups. Do you have favorite book or film? يعني في عندك كتاب مفضل, something like this. كل واحد فينا. Look at the list of books and films. Which do you know which are both book and film? هذولا كتب وأفلام. أي منهم هو عبارة عن كتاب وعبارة عن إيش؟ عن فيلم. يعني في نفس الوقت هو كان كتاب وتم عمله إيش؟ فيلم. Which one of them? Dracula. Okay, Dracula. Book and a film. Dracula. Time. Frankenstein. Also a film and a book. Spider-Man. It's a film, it's a film, not a book. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, it's a book and it's a film. The Silence of the Lamb, it's a film or book. Titanic, it's a film. Okay, we have Captain Carroll, a book and a film. A book and a film. The Godfather, no. The Lord of the Rings. Okay, The Lord of the Rings. هدول عليهم إشارة صح. هم عبارة كتاب وعبارة عن فيلم، يعني موجودين ككتاب وموجودين كإيش؟ كفيلم. البقية هم عبارة عن إيش؟ هم عبارة عن إيش؟ عن أفلام، أسماء أفلام وأسماء إيش؟ كتب. أوكي، أسماء أفلام and أسماء. Look here at activity 4. شنو نعمل بactivity 4؟ Write some notes about a book or a film that you know. بدنا نكتب ملحوظات عن كتاب أو فيلم أنت بتعرفه. Use these questions to help you discuss your notes. بدنا نستخدم أوكي هذول النوتس أو هذول questions مشان نكتب عنهم. Use these questions to help you discuss your notes with a partner. What is it called؟ يعني إذا كان فيلم ولا كان كتاب شو كان اسمه؟ Who wrote it؟ مين كتبه؟ Who directed it؟ مين اللي أخرج له؟ Who starred in it؟ مين حرره؟ Who are the main characters؟ مين هم الشخصيات الرئيسية؟ Where does it take place؟ when؟ وين حدث؟ Okay. What is it about؟ عن إيش بيحكي؟ Okay. Why do you like it؟ لماذا أنت تحب إيش هذا الكتاب؟ لماذا أنت تحب هذا إيش الكتاب؟ Okay. Yeah. Now what I want you to do، راح أعطيك إياه هذا في الأسايمنت. أنا ممكن أعطيك إياه في الأسايمنت أو في الفورم سؤال زي هيك تحلوه. أوكي، يعني تكتبون عن كتاب أنتوا إيش قرأتوه. طيب now we have reached here. الآن وصلنا الآن. Now let's move to I prepared these things on the PowerPoint. أنا هذول جهزتهم الشغلات الموجودين هنا على إيش؟ على الباوربوينت. خلوا على الباوربوينت. To share this to share something else. It's okay. 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 Asking and giving opinions. Asking كيف أنا بدي أسأل عن رأي الشخص في شيء معين. يعني أنا اشتريت شيء وبدي أسأل شخص عن رأيه في هذا الشيء، أو أنا بدي أعطي رأيي في شيء لشخص إيش آخر. Okay. For giving and for sorry بس نرجع بال sorry. Okay. Asking and giving opinion. We have the expressions for asking opinion and we have expressions for giving opinions. في عندي تعبيرات بستخدمهم لما أنا بدي أطلب رأي ناس، وفي تعبيرات أنا لما بدي أعطي رأي لناس. What do you think of؟ مثلا بقوله What do you think of fast food؟ شو رأيك في الفاست فود؟ أنا بطلب إيش رأيه. بقوله Which do you like more؟ fast food or vegetables؟ Don't you think that fast food is bad؟ Okay. هذول التعبيرات اللي بستخدمهم أنا شايفينهم هذول عبارة عن إيش؟ بستخدمهم تعبيرات asking for opinion. Okay. يعني أنا محتار، بدي أروح على مكان أو بدي آكل أو بدي أشتري، محتار بين شغل، بدي أسأل ناس، بدي أطلب من الناس يعطوني رأيهم بالموضوع. Okay. مشان يساعدوني على اتخاذ إيش؟ القرار. طيب. Giving opinion، إذا واحد طلب منك أعطيني رأيك بالموضوع، شو تقول له؟ I think that in my opinion to me that is etc. Okay. هذول التعبيرات ممكن أنا أستخدمهم for asking for opinion أو giving إيش opinion. وفي عندنا تعبيرات أخرى كثيرة جدا، مش بالضرورة نحفظهم كلهم. Just one أو two are enough. يعني لو two expressions are enough. هذول أهم شيء نفرق بين asking for opinion and giving إيش opinion. Let's move to the next. Now, when I give my opinion about something أنا بعطي رأيي عن شغلة some people they agree and some people they don't agree. بعض الأشخاص بوافقوا أشخاص آخرين ما بوافقوا. كيف أنا مثلا بقول this food is bad. هذا الطعام سيء. إذا أنت وافقتني الرأي بتقول لي I agree, I think so too, that's definitely right. إذا ما بتوافق مع الرأي شو تقول لي I don't think so, I don't know about that, I think that, maybe but I think that, but I think that. طيب. Okay. Let's move to something else. What do the underlined words refer to in these sentences? Okay. هذول الجمل موجودين في الكتاب. It was really boring. I fell asleep during the first act. الوضع ممل وأنا شعرت بالنوم خلال إيش المشهد الأول. It بتعود على مين ها؟ It refers to a play. من وين أنا جبت كلمة play؟ فهمتها من السياق. I didn't like his first one, but I couldn't put his latest one down until the last page. من الصفحة الأخيرة معناته يكون إيش؟ book or a novel. طيب. It was excellent. Have you seen it? It stars Charlie Kaufman and Antonio Perry. معناته it بتعود على مين؟ على فيلم. She's usually good, but I don't think she was right for this part. She بتعود على مين؟ بتعود على actress or film star. طيب. I think they spoiled them. Them. They always give them whatever they want. معناتها بتعود على مين؟ them على their children. It was a nice break, but the weather wasn't very good. Okay, it بتعود على مين؟ على الهوليداي. ممكن يجيك بالامتحان زي هيك تحدد كل عبارة بتعود يعني كل ضمير بيعود على مين. They were delicious. John had tomato and mozzarella and I had tuna and sweet corn pizza. It was really exciting, especially when David scored in the closing minutes. بتعود على مين؟ على football إيش match. Match questions 1 to 8 with the opinions in exercise 1. هذول في عنا أسئلة بدي أوصلهم مع إيش؟ مع التمرين اللي حلناه قبل هيك. هذول questions وهذاك عبارة عن إيش؟ عن opinion. بدي أوصل كل سؤال مع الopinion. مثلا بقول Did you like the film؟ هذا السؤال. وين الopinion اللي بيعبر عن الفيلم في السلايد اللي قبلها في الشريحة اللي قبلها اللي هو إيش موجود في سي. هيك What did you think of the play؟ تحكي عن مسرحية مع إيه؟ في عندي Did you like your pizza؟ واضحين جدا يعني السؤال. Okay. Do you like Macklem Baker novels؟ Okay. B. What do you think of their children؟ What was your holiday like؟ What do you think of Sally Cooter؟ What was the match like؟ Okay. Do you see؟ يعني شو عملنا احنا؟ في عندنا questions. التمرين اللي بعده السلايد اللي قبله كان عبارة عن ايش؟ عن آراء opinions. نوصل كل سؤال مع الopinion اللي له علاقة فيه. Dear students, I would like to thank you for listening to this lecture. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you.